Hello and welcome to Movie Night, the night where we talk about movies. I'm your host, Tremaine Hayho, and today and tonight we have a very special episode where we are reviewing Five Nights at Freddy's, baby. Five Nights at Freddy's. You know what it is. It's a very interesting way we're going to review this today because it's just me, baby. It's just me, baby. Me, Tremaine Hayho. If you guys don't know who I am, get to know who I am. I'm a filmmaker and producer and content creator here at Hayho Studios, located inside Sacramento Media Center, the largest movie studio in Sacramento. More details in the description. So we saw Fright Night at Freddy's. Five Frights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is it. Based on the video game. It's a movie based on a video game. It's a perfect setup for a film. The video game, if you guys never played it, you're a security guard and you have to check on the cameras at this old Chuck E. Cheese style kids funhouse place or whatever. So at night, it's really creepy, and sometimes the animals come out and they jump out and they scare you on camera. I've played the game before. I've gotten close to beating it, I think once or twice. That was back in the day when it first came out. So it was a very suspenseful game, perfect for suspense. I love when you're playing the game, you go back and forth between cameras and you're just like, oh my gosh, and then you see part of the one of the characters gets loose and all that. So with that being said, we got Tommy in the building. What up, Tommy? What's up, bro? So we got Tommy in the building. So that being said, this movie is about a man who he lost his parents. So this is gonna be spoiler free, but by the whole cover of this movie, you'll know what this is about. A man who had lost his parents and has custody of his little sister has to get a job in order to take care of her and take care of himself. In the meantime, their aunt and uncle, namely their aunt, is trying to take custody of her, mainly because... okay, you did watch this one. All right, Emily. Hello, what's up, Emily? Is in the house, and she watched it. Wow. Just wow. Trevor Harris is in the building. What's up, Trevor? And not at all appropriate for 13-year-olds. Well, see, that's a question that I would ask you, Emily, because you have a kid, and I don't. I thought it would be, honestly. I feel like 13-year-olds might have seen worse movies by now. There was one particular scene that was like, oh, wow. I thought it was rated R, but the whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, I think it's PG-13. I was pretty sure it's PG-13. So it is a PG-13 movie. I think that's part of its success. Over the weekend, it did a really great job. They, first off, we'll keep it spoiler free, Emily. Come on now, jeez. Yeah, they're animatronics, right? They're animatronics. So it was a movie. It was a movie. Like, I loved the premise of it. I love the look and the feel of the animatronics. I mean, it looks really cool. And I couldn't even really tell at parts if it was computer animated or if they were actual puppets. I know they did Jim Henson's puppet fact to make the puppets and the animatronics, which I thought looked great. And there were times I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is CGI, but I couldn't really tell either. So I was like, wait, did they make this animatronics? Or, I mean, it's set up so perfectly because, I mean, look at these characters here. They look like they are video games and everything, which they are. It comes from a video game, but this is part of the movie. So it works. And they're kind of fluffy and all that stuff. So that's the part that I really liked. I mean, visually, it looks really cool. I love oh, okay. So it was 7. So how old is your son? Is he 13? Is he old enough for it? And I think the thing is, it's a perfect intro to horror movies. If you have a kid that's maybe 13, or so, to take him to it, because there's one in particular part that's kind of gory, but again, I don't think, especially with kids these days playing with all them video games and whatnot, there's a lot more gore in video games and everything. So I don't think, in terms of like sex and nudity, there's none of that. Um, Fortunately, unfortunately, just kidding. But um, there was not a lot of bad language. There wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot. Yeah, there wasn't anything in terms of that. There's kind of like a romance scene. So let's talk about it. So there's the lead guy is a janitor. He gets this job as a janitor. We all know the premise of this movie. He gets the job as a janitor, and he's um and he's yeah, is Willy's Wonderland PG-13? No, it's rated R. Which we'll get into that in a little bit, but so the guy gets the job. And okay, I'm just going to get this out of the way. The lead actor has got the personality of a zip code in Kansas. He is one of the most boring, dull leading men. Like, I didn't really care for the guy at all. You kind of feel sorry for him because of his situation, because he's trying to take care of his little sister. Okay, so you commend him for that. But at the same time, he's just like walking around like this, like, yeah, yeah, did you, yeah, you need to get that done. Oh, I'm mopey. Oh, do you know what happened to my brother 20 years ago? I mean, look, it's sad. Like, he had lost, he lost his brother years and years ago. And he is still sad about it, which is, look, it's like, I lost my grandpa over 22 years ago. I'm sad, definitely sad about it. Am I going to talk about it every single day? No. Am I going to be telling everyone that I know how sad I am about this thing that happened to me? No. Is most people? No. So, I mean, yeah, so they should have had someone with more personality, a little bit more of a likable character, someone that could carry the film, and which, by the way, is likability. It's very drab and very dull. The whole script is very like one note, and there's times when I think the tone was way off. People were trying to say jokes, but I don't think they read the jokes correctly. Yeah, but yeah, Emily, his brother was taken, but like decades ago. You know what I mean? It's like, build a bridge and get over it, buddy. Get over it. No, I'm sorry. It sounds messed up. And it is, but like at the same time, you don't have to be down every single day, all the time, with every character, and everyone delivers a line like this. Like, yes, you didn't know that we did this, right? Yeah, I did, but did you? No. It was just like, it was painful to watch, because this movie felt like 3 hours, even though it's an hour 40 minutes. And then they kept going to the backstory. He has these bad dreams. He's having these bad dreams while he's, and like creepy stuff kind of happens in the background, right? But it's not really like anything in particular. So I didn't think that, there was a whole lot going on. We will get to the highlights, but yeah, the lead actor, as I was saying, this guy, Josh Hutcherson or whatever, he's okay. He's okay. Again, he's got the personality of zip code in Kansas. This guy was a highlight, Matthew Lillard. He used to be Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Have anyone seen that? No. And then this gal was great. Her name's Elizabeth something. We got Truth Warrior in the building. What's up, Truthy? How are you? Good evening. We're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Have you seen it yet? And so, but yeah, the main character, it was just not, he just didn't do it for me, guys. Did not do it for me. What did you guys think of the main character? Did you like him, Emily? No. Did you like him, Truth Warrior? No. Did Trevor? Did you like him? No. So, the Emily, she's cute. She's the cop. But it didn't, there was a lot that didn't really make sense, and then it did make sense. Okay, Trevor fell asleep during the movie. Exactly. So, that is all about you have to show. I was drifting off and on, and then like the Kings game was on, and so like I turned it on, and so I was kind of watching that, and then I'm like, no, let me focus on this movie. I want to focus on this movie. Then I had to stop, and then I kept getting distracted. And I'm like, well, why am I getting distracted? Typically movies, especially one that I want to see. This was a movie that I really wanted to see because I do like the video games. It could not hold my attention. And then by the time things started happening, like only a couple things happened at a time, and then they kept going back, and then they went forward, and then it ends. So overall, Five Nights at Freddy's was it was very well shot. It looks great. The production design looks great. The animatronics were fantastic. That's what I love about it. Those were my favorite aspects to it. Everything else was dull as a doorknob. It was drab as I don't know what to say. And it was long, boring. More stuff should have happened. There could have been more certain bad things happening. But look, again, I get why it's successful. It's PG-13 because if it was R, it probably wouldn't be successful. Because now you got kids seeing it, and so the popularity of the video game, that's actually the number one thing why it's so popular, because the video game's ultra popular. And I think the kids will like it. Like, Emily, did your kid like it? Did all of his friends like it? Or what did they say about it? For me, personally, I'd be surprised if it kept their attention the whole time. But maybe they did like it. Overall, I would give Five Nights at Freddy's. Wait for it. 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 Wait for the rating. I will give it. Just watch Willy's Wonderland instead. Yes, watch Willy's Wonderland starring Nicolas Cage instead. It will do you a much better service. It is a way better movie. It is way scarier. It's way funnier. They go where they need to go with this movie. They knew what it was, and it went all the way for it. And I absolutely love this film. If you guys have not seen Willy's Wonderland, go see Willy's Wonderland. And that is the truth. That is the situation. Is the guy that was an actor like Nicolas Cage? No. Willy's Wonderland is 100 times better than Five Nights at Freddy's. Beats the crap out of Freddy. Freddy would be destroyed by Willy. I'm just saying. So it did get the Willy's Wonderland got the Hey Ho Studios seal of approval. Did Five Nights at Freddy's? No. No, it did not. Unfortunately. No, unfortunately. So, thank you guys for watching. Please slap a like on this video. Remember, guys, Bigfoot is coming, okay? Bigfoot is coming. So you guys got to be careful and be on the lookout for Bigfoot. If you guys like this video, please slap a like on this button. What did you guys think of the movie? If you guys loved it or hated it, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much to our patrons. We have 3 patrons now. We got Rideshare Lisa, and we just got 2 new ones. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you to everyone that supports us on Patreon. Thank you. And good night. Love you guys. Peace out.